It's actually recording everybody's voices this time. Man, I was pretty upset about that last one. I was like, ah, you bitch. Oops.
Didn't hear all the obscene expletives.
All of our obscene gestures and obscene content. That's what I live for. The obscenities.
Copyrighted music files that I can maximally.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure small segments is fine. I don't know how that works on YouTube. I've never had a copyright strike.
It's 60 seconds.
Oh, 60 seconds? Oh, yeah. I'm sure we're fine then. If TikTok can get away with 60 seconds, and why can't YouTube, right?
Yeah, that's just it. It's like they can do it. So
What's the diff? What's the big diff, yo? Okay, I'm gonna cut like a trail and then back cut, because these trees are way too long to be playing games with over here. I see Apes online, but also not online, so who knows? He is, but he isn't here.
So question, with the new update, the truck goes slower now, but has more control.
Oh yeah, like it's slower to drive, like it doesn't go 110, it goes like 90 now or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just because of the friction on the tires. So if I've been playing with it, trying to get the friction to go down so that I can make the speed go faster, but there's this really fun, difficult balance of trying to make it so the truck doesn't slide. So if I turn the friction up even 0.1 or more than what it is right now on the tires, it'll start sliding back hill like it was doing before, but it can return its speed. Now I tried going the alternate way by cranking up the transmissions, cranking up the ratios on that to try to make it go, but then it just goes way too overkill. So it's just going to be slower. That's just the way it is. And honestly, the slower is better from what I've experienced so far in multiplayer.
Yeah.
110 is not good for some people driving in that thing, I'll tell you.
Uh-oh.
More secure. No, my whole thing was just, I'm so glad it doesn't slide down backwards down hills or try to F off while you're loading it, which was really starting to get annoying. Really annoying.
Meanwhile, I'm running it down.
That's okay. I won't tell if you don't tell. Deal? Deal. Deal.
I'll tell.
Don't do it. Don't you do it. Don't you tell on me. So President's Day. Interesting. I don't know what the hell ours is. BC Day probably or some stupid thing. It's usually it. We have some celebratory thing. Canada Day maybe. President's Day though. Celebrating all those great presidents. Wonderful presidents. It's a good thing we don't have Prime Minister's Day here. I bet there'd be a riot. There would be a riot. I wonder if this is the main road I'm starting to come back on. I think it is. Maybe I won't lay the trees directly on the main road. That's probably not a good idea. But they might be close. Wing.
Shut up, Tex.
So you've been flying around in the skies there, Flirty?
Oh, yeah.
How's that going?
Good.
Full-fledged?
So the first round 1 of Liberation number 2.
Which is?
Liberation is like a persistent campaign multiplayer.
Okay.
We're doing in DCS.
Sweet.
So we get a turn, then the AI gets a turn, the AI enemy gets a turn.
Oh, I see. Sort of a turn-based thing.
Yeah, and so the first one, we literally took out 90-something% of their air.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, if you have time after we're done with this, I'll stream the tac view and you can see the fur ball. It was absolutely...
The fur ball. That's funny.
Yeah, it was a ball of yarn of red and blue, red being them and blue being us. It was, I got 3 air-to-air kills in the A10.
It's awesome.
I shot down 2 Mirage F1s with an A10.
I figured you guys would be all up in the whole Helldivers trend there. Seems to be the thing.
Touched it.
No, me neither. I'm not sold on it, to be honest. I mean, it looks like a fun shoot 'em up for a bit, but like, I think it'll be like another one of those fad games that'll be for like 10 minutes and then everybody will move on to something else. Like, seems to be the
I'm really not a fan of third person.
No, and that's it. Like, when I saw the video of like the first person part, I was like, oh, sweet, it's first person. Yeah, I'll play that. And then it's like, oh, but it's only like part-time first person. And I was like, oh, yeah, no, I'm good. It's either all the time or no time.
There's a rare few third-person games that I do like Enshrouded. Enshrouded is third person.
Yeah, I never played that one. I wasn't sold on that one either, to be honest, but I don't like that style of gameplay. That's just a me thing.
Oh, that's dude, the building and everything in it is so
I've just played so many friggin' builder games, I just don't even care anymore. Like, I'm just, like, that genre is dead to me. It would have to be so special, like, beyond special. And what I've seen from footage, I'm kind of like, meh.
When you go to build, like, stuff with stone or wood or whatever, it actually blends the 2 materials together, or it blends the same materials together. So instead of it looking like a bunch of single panels, when you put it all together, it actually looks like somebody spent the time and built a whole wall.
So what's your end goal in that? Just build a base and that's it?
Well, so there's like right now it's a early access game.
Right.
But the premise is like there was an elixir that someone had brought to a king and they wanted more of it because it was like ultimate power, ultimate this.
Right. Insert classic story.
But,
yeah.
Yeah, but the elixir actually unleashed like a deadly shroud, like a deadly fog called the shroud.
So you guys are playing towards something in terms of like a storyline, though, or they're working on that, I imagine.
Yeah, they're still working on it, but like just in the early access, the map probably took 80 hours to fucking explore, and we were only seeing a third of it, like a third of the whole map.
I think I'm just too jaded for stuff, man. I'm way too jaded for the games now. Like, I just go, great, and then you'll get into that for like, a bit, and then the developers will just be like, anyway, that was fun, we sold enough copies, and then they'll quit. That's like every game I've ever played now. Or they drag it along really slowly to the point where just everybody gives up.
Yeah, so
if Enshrouded is alive in 2 years or a year and it still has an active player base, that's maybe when I would take a look at it. But I let everything age like a fine wine now.
Yeah, I definitely think it will be. It's kind of like a mix of like Skyrim and what the hell else would it be?
I just laughed at like that Pal World game, even like just the.
Yeah, I mean that's fun, but it's like I don't know.
Everybody was just
for about 20 hours, and then I was like, okay.
Yeah, exactly right. Everybody's like, this guy plays the rest of my life, and I was just like, I bet they won't. And then sure enough, now their player base is like 20% of what it was 2 weeks ago. It's like, oh, good, look, you caught the viral crowd. Now they left.
they had one of the highest peak fucking player counts though.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Me and several other friends of mine that we buy games, and we like, it's just this never-ending trend of like, hey, we'll play this game, and then we play it, and then suddenly the community's dead after like a month because they're moving on to the next thing, next niche game, blah 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 blah. And I think I'm just like, I want something that's more regular. Like the only game I've kept up playing like multiplayer would be like Hell Let Loose, because it's just a shooter, classic style, has really good amount of people in the community still, and it's just like,
yeah, Hell Let Loose is a good one.
Like, but like there's I don't know, man. Like we played Sons of the Forest lots, we played the Old Forest lots. Those were games that we loved because they were crafter builder ones, but even they kind of they lost their luster.
That was the game. So Enshrouded is like Skyrim and Valheim.
Oh yeah, and Valheim was a no-go for me for sure. Not a Jordan thing.
Yeah, see, I didn't really like Valheim, but Enshrouded is just, it's got enough things to keep you busy without it being excruciatingly fucking boring.
Huh. Yeah,
You know,
my
like, you don't
my
it's
cousin
not
was
like,
showing it off there, and I
oh,
was
you
kind of
have
like,
to do 17 hours of fucking mining just so you can build this one item that you need. It's like you can go out, you can spend an hour mining a whole bunch of resources, come back,
right,
build a whole bunch of shit with it, or just put it in storage for when you need to craft stuff.
right.
It's a very good blend of having to do something and enjoying yourself.
Hmm.
Which, like, I mean, I have a dedicated server, and like myself, Electric, and Highball have been on that almost every day.
Yeah, I don't think I'll ever drink the Kool-Aid on that one. I can't do it. I just can't do it, man.
Fine,
I don't know.
fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's pretty much where it is. I don't know. I look at a game, I look pretty intensely. I don't just look at like a 2-minute clip of them, and I just watch people playing the gameplay, like YouTubers I don't know or reviewers I don't know. I really don't care. It's just I want to see kind of how it rolls, and it's like if I can identify like more than 5 elements of something that I've pretty much already played that irritates me, I'm just like, yep, I'm out.
Right. Yeah, so it's pretty cool. Like, you put a flame shrine down, and then that's fast travel and spawn point,
Yeah.
as well as, like, when you start, you only get, like, a certain dimension that you can build in. Like,
Oh.
40 by 40 or 60 by 60 by 60, like a, you know, cube or whatever. And then you can upgrade the flame shrine until it's like 160 by 160 by 160 meters. So we have a fully upgraded, you know, level 4 flame, and like I built a castle into the side of a mountain. Electric built a giant ass wizard tower. We got
Well, like after you guys are done building and all that stuff, like what, like is that? Do you feel like that's kind of like the whole thing? You build your base and then call it good?
Well, the other
Like,
side of it is there's a whole bunch of different ways to go about building a character. Like, you can build multiple characters, and the nice thing is, if you start a single player and get your character made and you start doing that, you can take that character to my server, you can level it up in my server, and then take it back to your single player as a level up character.
Oh yeah, I see. Sort of like World of Warcraft style.
It's not like on the multiplayer is one game save, but your character is this,
right?
And then your single player is different. You can actually have different characters with different builds. So like I have one that's like completely decked up and leveled out as an archer.
Oh yeah.
And I can kill like all the high level enemies with just a bow. I don't need to do anything else.
Does it follow like the classic D&D classes and all that kind of stuff?
No, it's got this really large comprehensive skill tree. So you can go straight, you know, beast hunter archer type guy.
Yeah.
You can go battle mage, you can go straight mage, you can go warrior, tank, whatever. Or you can just blend it all like my first. And the nice thing is you can reset the skill points. So like say you get halfway through it and you're like, I don't like this, you can reset it and it refunds all the skill points that you used, and then you can go build a dedicated channel. Because my first go around I was doing like kind of battle mage tank thing.
Interesting. I'm still waiting for them to announce the next Skyrim, actual Skyrim. The next Elder Scrolls game. But I don't think that's going to be for a bit. Not after they had their... Well, they just finished their Starfield release, so I imagine we won't hear anything for at least another few years.
Well, I think they had a whole other studio working on Elder Scrolls 6.
Oh, did they? How many groups? I wonder how many studios they have with Bethesda. Probably a couple at least, eh?
I think Bethesda's got quite a few.
I know Ubisoft has like 25 million, so... all over the place. I remember playing The Division. It's funny how each game studio for the same company is like a little bit different flavor of gameplay and stuff. But I remember playing like, yeah, we played The Division till our eyes were bleeding, and that was pretty fun. But then again, that one kind of lost its groove too a bit. And then they created more divisions, and definitely the second ones didn't have quite the success the first ones did. At least not for player base anyway, but...
I'm just ready for Rockstar to release Red Dead 3.
Yeah.
I know it's going to be another like 10 years, but...
Yeah. Yeah, Red Dead was dope. I wasted a lot of time on that. Me and my buddy hunting. We did a lot of hunting. Hours and hours and hours and hours and hundreds of hours of hunting. But totally worth it.
I didn't even fucking do anything and it won't fucking work.
What's that?
I can't process in multiplayer.
Oh, it cut out?
No, it just doesn't work. Like, it won't run the saw. Ever.
Let's see.
I was just working.
Let's say. Oh, there you go. It's running.
Yeah, it'll. All the controls work. It just won't. There, it finds the end, runs it out.
Yeah.
Come to a stop.
And hitting X does nothing?
Nope.
Alright, now try it after I've cut. I want to see because it's still in the head to see if it'll run it again.
Yeah.
No cut, hey? Can you use the manual saw?
No, I don't know that.
You should bind that because I bet you anything if you hit that manual saw, it'll disengage the glitch.
I don't want that bound.
That's a good one. It's a good one to have bound. It's the best. Here, you're gonna finish this strip. I'll take over the processor. Don't matter. I'm just gonna finish this little strip here.
Because this is what happened last time and it was pissing me off.
Yeah, because I saw some guys in the other multiplayer. They when it sticks, they either get out with their handsaw and just buck a tip off the end, and then it works again, or they just use the manual saw.
That wasn't the stick though. That was like it literally not working at all.
That's so weird. Yeah, I've never had that one particularly. I'm gonna cut this other tree here.
I got the manual saw bound.
Yeah, try it, and if it works, snazzy. If it doesn't,
Text hop out for a second.
Yeah, I'm just trying to stream. Give me 2 seconds.
Come on, man! I want to try it.
He wants that tree hard.
I was just making sure it was working for me.
He wants that tree hard. Give me that tree. Probably just needs to be greased. That's probably the problem.
Try unplugging it, plug it back.
Yeah, that's right.
The sad part about it is we might be saying that about equipment in the next 20 or 100 years.
Yeah. Won't be greasing it because it's all electric with unobtainium jelly. What is that, you may ask? If you don't know, then you don't need to know. I may or may not have blocked the road off to the truck by dropping these trees in this direction, but oh well.
We can crawl up.
Yeah, that's right. Challenge accepted.
No,
I'm gonna finish this.
Using the manual saw just locked the whole thing right up.
What do you mean?
I'd say you're just quite an unfortunate person there, Flurry.
Dude, I literally just processed for 3 hours on my Daddy with no issues.
Yeah, but you use the harvester controls on that, so.
Yeah, but that's still junk.
So if you cut it with a chainsaw, go cut a tip off of it. Does it disengage it, unlock it from the head so you can use it?
No, it's
because that's
everything works. It just won't cut with the cut function.
That doesn't make any sense.
That's what I'm saying.
That does not make sense. If you go into your settings and hit that allow auto cut thing on and off, does that make a difference? Try that.
Do that and detach the head and retach it.
All possibilities.
Oh my god. It was actually something. Fucking.
It was what?
You're a piece of shit. It snuck itself on, that's what it was.
What did? What are you talking about?
Automatic wood harvester was on.
And that fixed it?
Yeah, I turned it off.
I hate that. So it's anytime someone joins the game, if you're in the processor, it resets it. It every time. Every freaking time. Okay, I'm gonna leave this buncher over here. Or if you're good, maybe I'll keep cutting.
Yeah, I'll process.
Okay, if it glitches out, you just let me know. And we will
I
keep
got
clearing the
I got
stripper.
The manuals bound as well.
Beautiful. I should change the angle of our drone here so we have a different view, so it's not always the same view. Get some close-up. There we go. A little bit nicer view. And they can watch Flirty process till his heart's content. Till your heart stops.
What side are you throwing your tops on, Flirty?
Out in front of me.
Okay.
So now you get to be a backdoor hoe. Drop them from behind. Well, I don't really want to... Actually, I might leave this buncher here for a minute, because I don't really want
I
to.
have not used your base processor without the harvester.
Sucks to suck, yo.
It's not what I meant. I just
Right.
I'm not used to how slow it moves, like the feeding. I did not mean to feed that either.
I'm so used to using just manual controls all the time for running it that, yeah, I'm not used to the other side of the actual auto run anymore.
Yeah, I'm not used to pulling the trigger to have it find the end and then pulling the trigger around the saw and then pulling the trigger to cuts.
Yeah.
Because I have it, it's manual feed, manual cut, and then I choose what length I want with one of my two buttons, and it's either a single press or a double press.
Yeah.
So it's like 5 and 6 on the 5 for the first press, 6 for the double press, and then the other button is 8 for the first press.
That sounds like way too much work.
Nah.
Way too much.
Well, because these Sims have buttons.
Oh, yeah, right. You have those ones. You have those sticks. Oh yeah, I guess they would have to. Yeah, that's right. Which is super annoying.
Right. So like ever since I got these,
Just go until you break.
it's really nice. Shut up, Tex.
The truth shall set you free. Love loading these big trees, so much nicer.
I went to church first time in a long time.
You did?
And, yeah. So
How'd that go?
Oh, it went well. But
You
they
didn't,
had,
you didn't like burn up or hiss or anything when you walked through the door?
Oh, no.
I would.
I probably should have.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
they had written a song or whatever, and I was sitting there listening to it. A good friend of ours, their son, was playing the drums. And he's new to playing.
right.
So when he was playing it, it wasn't exactly the right beat. So service ended, whatever. We all went and ate, and came back, and the dude who actually wrote the song, I was like, "Hey, go over there and start playing that again." And I
Yeah.
hopped on drums, and I kind of got the hang of it, and I just hopped in, and he's like, "Dude, you played that exactly how I imagined it." I was like, "You're welcome."
That's funny. How long you drummed for?
16 years.
Holy jeez. Did you, do you play in school and stuff, or just doing it on your own?
I have my own set right here behind me.
Freaking rights, man. Drumming is dope. I play guitar. I played drums a little bit, but nothing intense. Like, I was like extra percussionist in our band shit that we did. But I didn't do any kind of hardcore drumming. I can do like a 4/4 beat and call it good. That's about as good as I can get with the drums. But my buddy used to be like hardcore metal. He could double kick till his fucking calves were bleeding. It was pretty intense. I was like, yeah, you go, sister.
Have you seen LS Audios?
No, it sounds tense though. What's that?
That dude is the most insane drummer.
Yes.
What's his name?
He's
or what's the
good.
name? Hi, Chris. Welcome.
LS Notarios in Siberia.
Who's he play
Big
for?
warning.
Come on down.
That one's actually.
Yeah, screw it. I'll make it fit.
That one was
He's just a
intriguing as
YouTuber.
hell.
He doesn't play for anybody. He's just
Oh, he just does his own thing?
No, he was in the band Saratoga.
Where do I find the password?
Oh, it's just 666. Shout of the devil.
I didn't know if you wanted to say it on.
Oh, I don't care anymore.
666 is
If somebody joins that aren't supposed to, I can just kick them out anyway. Or we just let them play and don't talk to them. Yeah.
I said we should bully him first.
Yeah. Who are you? How'd you get in our secret club?
we all chase him with freaking sticks and chainsaws.
Right? Just battle. Just
Oh my
yeah.
God. This went really sideways quick here.
Yeah. Just build a base around him and then
Sacrifices.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it resets every time. So then you gotta go hit it, turn it on, turn it off. Yeah, it drives me nuts. Thanks, Giants. I really love that feature. Thank you for installing that. That's my favorite.
What did it fuck up?
Oh, it's just that stupid auto processor cut thing that they added.
it dropped the tree.
Oh, that's good. Disconnect. It's the world's miniest tree. So, what's new with Chris?
Oh, nothing.
Same old, same old?
Yep.
Just living that life?
Living the American dream.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, right. I'm sure it's equivalent to the
Tax
Canadian
dollar at a
dream.
time.
Yeah, yeah. Oh god, tax season. I hate tax season. It's the worst. All my friends always talk about all these rebates and stuff they get. I'm like, that must be nice. That must be great.
Right.
No,
I don't get nothing, so I.
no, me
I
neither,
paid
man.
in almost 10 grand over the year.
Yeah. Are you a
And-
subcontract or what? Like contractor?
No.
work? Or are you just saying like on your like pay stub and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Throughout the year, I paid in about 10 grand worth throughout
Yeah.
the year, and I got 800 back.
Hey, well, that's better than nothing.
I mean, it's
usually
better
owe.
than nothing.
I don't think I'll owe this year because I overpaid exquisitely, but yeah, I've definitely, most of the time I usually owe anywhere from 2 to 4 grand, roughly around there. But I do a lot of my work is like subcontract stuff, so I got to pay my own
Right.
taxes. But yeah, that gets old fast. Yeah. I don't think I've had tax refund since high school, maybe after high school when I was working a tiny bit. That was it.
And then I got a buddy that wife works at McDonald's and
Yeah.
makes like 30 grand a year and has 2 kids, and
Yeah.
she got like
Got
12 grand.
She
But
is that,
it was over 12.
is that like a subsidy for the kids? Is that why they get that? Yeah. It's quite a bit, hey? It's almost like encouragement for population growth or something, man.
yeah, it's like you're not getting your tax return, you're getting mine.
Yeah, that's right.
You know? It's like-
Right? Ain't that the truth?
Cats, what does that get me?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, exactly. I want familiar tax. That's what I want. Yeah.
But I guess we don't need to go down that road because that's a whole
Oh yeah.
different avenue of.
Oh, it never ends. Yeah. You can never win.
No.
You can never win. Death and taxes, right? No joke.
Right.
It would be nice for a little bit of tax reform though, because it seems
Yeah.
kind of stupid. I know a lot of the poverty class, I call it, like we used to live in a building where it was, yeah, same kind of concept. where our two neighbors were basically just a couple of really sketchy crackheads, and they had like, I want to say 6 or 7 kids in that house. I don't know if they were all theirs or not, but one day outside of our door, they like they get like a subsidy from unemployment or whatever, but they dropped like their pay stub for it, and yeah, they were making like $4,600 a month off all of the kids and off all this stuff. And I'm like, that's not even that wasn't even my pay stub at that time. I was like, holy God. I was like, and we're working like freaking 10 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we're barely clearing what they were making bi-weekly. I was like, this is ridiculous. I was like, I should go be a crackhead and have 11 kids and my life would be set.
Right?
Live the real Canadian dream.
Feeding 11 kids probably costs a lot. So.
You can take that load if you want there, Chris. That's fine.
I got into it with somebody that was like, well, yeah, but kids are expensive.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's fine. I understand that.
Yeah.
But it wasn't my choice for you to have kids.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. It is.
I wasn't there during the decision making.
Yeah. Like,
yeah. I didn't get a say in this, right? Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know. The system is definitely pretty borked in terms of how welfare and wealth redistribution in general works. I'm laughing at I laugh at the carbon tax stuff that we have in Canada right now. It's just like everyone's all excited for these carbon rebates, and it's like, dude, it's like they just like people can't do math here. Like you're paying, let's put it simple terms. You pay $10 as a carbon tax because you don't use natural gas, you use freaking oil product or whatever the hell, or however they determine it. So you pay $10 in, and they give you like $3.50 back, and you guys are so excited for that. Like, we're getting money back, money in our pocket, and the government's selling it in this giant marketing campaign right now, basically saying it's a rebate, it's a great deal. Look what we're giving you, and it's like, no. Like, look what you took, man. Like, it's like, here's your pittance. It's like, how about we make a deal? We give the government $10. And then they give us $9 back. They can keep $1. How about that? That's fair. Right. Yeah, that's that.
We don't give them shit.
Yeah, and they can pound sand. We'll build our own friggin' roads that they claim that we make all the time for us. So
they don't make good roads anyway.
No, it's a big old game. Big old game. I don't know. Oh, hey, we need to.